Have you ever been publicly judged for something you thought was completely normal? Because apparently, bringing a food container to a restaurant is enough to destroy a friendship. I wish I was joking. A few weeks ago, I met one of my friends for dinner at a popular burger restaurant. Now, before I continue, there's something important you should know about me. I've spent years struggling with binge eating. For a long time, whenever I went out to eat, I had two choices: either force myself to finish everything on my plate or feel guilty for wasting food. Neither option was healthy. So recently, I've been trying to build better habits, and that's exactly why I brought a small Tupperware container with me that night. The restaurant is famous for huge portions. The burgers are massive. The fries could feed an entire family. Every single time I've eaten there, I've taken leftovers home. The problem is their takeout containers are flimsy. One even leaked grease all over my purse once. So I thought, why not bring my own container? It's reusable, it's better for the environment, and it saves me from carrying a soggy cardboard box. Honestly, it seemed like common sense. Dinner started off great. We ordered our food and spent nearly an hour talking. Everything felt completely normal. Then our meals arrived, and just as expected, the burger was enormous. About halfway through eating, I realized I was full. Not stuffed, not uncomfortable, just satisfied. For the first time in years, I listened to my body instead of forcing myself to keep eating. I put my burger down, reached into my purse, and pulled out my Tupperware container. I carefully packed up my leftovers. I remember feeling weirdly proud of myself. It sounds silly, but it felt like progress. I wasn't overeating, I wasn't wasting food, and I wasn't creating more trash. Honestly, I felt like I was winning at adulthood. While I packed everything away, I noticed my friend wasn't talking much anymore, but I figured she was just tired. We finished dinner, paid separately, and walked outside. The second we got onto the sidewalk, she stopped walking. Then she looked at me and said, "Oh my God, that was so embarrassing." I laughed because I genuinely thought she was joking. She wasn't. "What was embarrassing?" I asked. She stared at me. "The Tupperware." "The what?" "The Tupperware. Everyone was staring at us." I honestly didn't know how to respond. I thought she had to be exaggerating. So I said, "Who cares? I paid for the food." Apparently, that was the wrong answer. She immediately got irritated. "You don't bring your own containers into restaurants. That's weird." I laughed again because I thought she was still joking, but she doubled down. "No, seriously, it looked trashy." Trashy. That word hit me hard. Not because of the container, but because of everything I've been working on. For years, I've struggled with food. For years, I've fought unhealthy habits. And here I was finally making a healthy choice, yet somehow I was being judged for it. I tried explaining. I told her I wasn't stealing food, I wasn't stuffing free bread into containers, I wasn't taking food from a buffet, I was literally packing leftovers that I had already paid for. But she wouldn't let it go. She kept insisting it wasn't normal. She said people were staring. She said she'd never seen anyone do that before. Eventually, I got frustrated and said, honestly, if strangers are paying that much attention to my leftovers, maybe they need a hobby. That didn't help. The rest of the conversation was awkward. We ended up going home separately. For the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Maybe she was right. Maybe I'd accidentally broken some unspoken social rule. Then, a few days later, I went out to dinner with another friend. Same situation, huge portions, same Tupperware container. When I got full, I pulled it out and packed my leftovers. I braced myself for another lecture. Instead, my friend laughed. Then he said, "That's actually genius." I smiled. Then he grabbed a handful of onion rings from his plate and dropped them into my container. "Here," he said, "future you will appreciate these." We both laughed. And that should have been the end of the story. But here's the twist. A mutual friend later told me that my original friend had been complaining about me to other people. She was apparently telling everyone how embarrassed she was. The funny part? Almost nobody agreed with her. Most people thought bringing your own container was smart. One person even said they were going to start doing it too. That's when I finally stopped feeling guilty. Because maybe the issue was never the container. Maybe the issue was that some people care more about appearances than common sense. Personally, I'd rather save food than waste it. I'd rather protect my health than impress strangers. And I'd rather carry a reusable container than throw away another piece of single-use packaging. So tell me, am I the jerk here, or was my friend making a mountain out of a burger-sized molehill?